It's almost midnight and traveling with Max Amini for 2 days. His tour in Texas, and he's going to be in shortly, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. You had a 2 days tour in Texas. How was your tour?
Wonderful. Just the fact that you were a part of it, it made it that much more special.
Really?
I had a great time.
I had a great time too. I always wondered that how you define success.
How do I define success?
In your career.
Buddy, money talks, bullshit walks. How does everybody look? Success obviously has many different elements to it. First of all, the most successful person in the world is a person who makes a good living at their job and they love what they do. Passionate about what you do. If you love it and you're making a good living, you're the luckiest, most successful person in the world.
And why you do what you do? What is your why? Why you make people?
Are you trying to be a rap? Why you do what you do?
Yeah, I gotta ask you that. I always want to ask you that. Why you do what you do?
I'm an entertainer. I'm an actor. I'm a stand-up comedian, and the reason is because I followed my passion. Right out of high school, I wanted to be an actor. I went to UCLA and I finished my college. I started stand-up comedy as I was going to school, and it took off, and it became my life, and I can't be any happier about it.
How do you deal with the political climate right now as Iranian American?
I don't look so Iranian, so I don't really deal with it.
Yeah.
No. Listen, this type of conflicts, political conflicts, not only affects all Iranians, but affects all Americans. It's not just, you would think, it's going to only affect Iranian Americans. No. I have, for example, my production coordinator who's stuck in Sweden right now because of the ban, and even he had a visa. They're just giving him a hard time for no reason, right? But they don't understand that, for example, my company, my production company, is on hold because our main production guy is not here to work on the project. So ultimately, America is affected, not just Iranian Americans. We're all connected. In this country, we're all living under the same roof. We're all working together, so we can't hurt one ethnicity and think we just hurted them. No, we're hurting ourselves. I'm very optimistic. I've always been optimistic. I think the world is going to be a much better place, and I think these events happen to open our eyes for us to realize, we have a lot of work to do. And I think I'm very optimistic. I think
work to do, you mean as far as what?
As far as understanding our responsibility in the society, loving, accepting one another, realizing how much politics can hurt people, and hopefully, and I think just this divide in America now has opened everybody's eyes, and I'm sure people are going to come to a realization that going this way is not going to do any good for us. But coming together is definitely going to be a massively positive effect on our country. So I'm pretty optimistic.
If you go back 20 years ago to your 20s, what would you tell yourself? What would you ask yourself?
20 years ago, I was 1 year old, so I couldn't even talk. What am I going to say about this? How old do you think I'm? 20 years old, dude. You're
36.
So you're 96. So what do you think? 20 years ago? No, I'm kidding, brother. What would I tell myself about what 20 years ago?
What would you do? What would you do differently?
I don't live my life with any regrets, to be honest. I always try to do my best. I'm very lucky to choose a career that I liked at a very young age. So I don't really know if I would do anything differently, but obviously, you grow, you have experience, and, you could always entertain ideas. But I'm proud to say not much, I would have done much different. Much different than I am doing right now.
But you are a solopreneur, you are an entrepreneur. For what advice, message do you have for the new entrepreneurs or solopreneurs?
Sure. My message to all entrepreneurs into this camera is, take a look at this guy. He's pretty close to his 70s, or he's up there, and he's still trying to make a living off of this bullshit. Don't do what he's doing. And he's wearing your t-shirt that says Entrepreneur of Texas. You're not making money making videos for YouTube. Get a real job. Can I give a better advice than this, player? I love this guy. He's my boy, and this guy's got a sense of humor.
God.
Have a sense of humor wherever you are, and be happy and laugh, and don't take life too seriously. I love you, brother.
I love you.
Thank you. All right. We're kissing not because of any other reason than we're Middle Eastern. But if it was any other reason, none of your business. Love you, man.